This is just a brief look at DJ Fluker, the new offensive lineman brought in by the Ravens. He's a right guard for Seattle. We're looking at 3 or 4 games from last year. Um, my initial impression of him is that he's not going to walk in and grab the job. And my sense is that he's not, um, I don't know, he's not the athlete that they're looking for inside at the position. And he's not very clean technically with his hands or with his feet. They may have plans for him to clean that up, and we'll see about that. Throughout the video, there is interspersed some Marshall Yanda clips. Again, that's not to compare him to Marshall. It's just some looks at what our offense does with the right guard position and what we might be looking for moving forward. See how quick Marshall is out of his stance, and for that matter, Orlando. They're beating the center off the ball, but watch Marshall get ahead of this 2-eye. This is a lead by Gus off the edge with the quarterback following here. Remember that Marshall starts off with this as an inside shade, and his job is to reach him. Watch his outside arm stop the feet and turn this tackle. Just great hand placement, shoulders him, swivels his hips, cuts him off completely. One of the things we'll see throughout the video is his technique is unusual, or slightly unusual from the guard position. You'll see him try to wrap and get on both shoulders of a defensive lineman, and he's wide with his hands. Typically, he's high too. So not a lot of inside hand position being won by him. I guess that's a coach thing. But the problem is, very frequent, or always, that leaves his chest wide open. And what you'll see a lot of times is he'll either get himself lunging and he'll get ripped down, or somebody will run right through him. Guys will win despite his size because of that horrible hand position. I think he's trying to play that card of being so big that if I can wrap you up a little bit with my hands to your shoulders, I'll be able to stay square. But guys, in this case, you can see he beats that hand away, gets into half of them, and wraps the quarterback. Watch it from above. This is Fluker right here. See him come off the ball here, initially with his hands inside and then spreads them out wide. You can see that the 3 tech is going to get under him. One hand to his bicep, one hand inside. He's going to sink his hips and do whatever he wants with them. Just beats him in terms of pad, beats him in terms of hands inside, and there's not many examples of Fluker getting his hands inside. And he's going to shed, find a ball carrier, get off, make the play. You can see where we start this play that the 3 tech that he's engaged with has changed the line of scrimmage pretty dramatically here. He's pushed him into the backfield and into the path of the ball carrier. It's the same story, I think, just losing the leverage battle and using the inside, losing the hand battle with the 3 tech getting inside hand position, controlling him and really moving him into the backfield. We'll watch it from above. This is Fluker here. Watch Marshall's feet, watch Marshall's hands, run blocking here against this 2-eye. He's going to push off his set foot onto his post. Watch how quickly he gets this second step down. That's the key. Let's compare it to the right tackle and the over tackle here. See, there's his second step already down, and they're just lifting their second foot up. So Marshall's really special. He's got to come over enough that he kind of initially gets his hand outside, but watch him work to get it under and inside and win the hand position ultimately. And then drive. Kind of sink his hips and be able to drive that guy's one-on-one and move him off the ball. Watch it from above. Watch the push that Marshall gets. A lot of times in pass protection, he'll shoot his hands and kind of lean on him like you see him do here. Get his head involved when he shoots his hands. Instead of keeping his head back, You can see he's lunging a little bit. You can see he opens up. You can see this defender beats him inside. Another thing is I have no idea about how good or bad the rest of the line is. You see the center get crushed here, and that doesn't help. See him do a better job here. This guy's head up on him with his hands, gets 2 underhooks in. But again, you know, he's wide open, wide open. His chest is wide open there. He's just able to get his hands under and inside, at least this outside arm here, and does a good job kind of driving and attaching himself to this 2 technique downfield, and the back runs behind him. Does a good job helping here and picking up Watt coming through B gap. I like what he does here with his hands or with his length, just to help the center, but also what he does with his body here. Really kind of does a nice job sealing A gap and kind of backing into B gap and helping. And then pretty physical there too. Look at Marshall's ability to recover and how reactive he is, and how quick he is laterally here. Watch how he fights with his hands. I think it's important to show Marshall, not to compare him to anybody else, just to show the way that we use our right guard, you know, and what we might be looking for. Just kind of looking at examples of how we use Marshall. Wow, look at that. Look at that movement. Real explosive off the ball is the guy across from him. See him take his step into his outside gap and then have to go back in, back out. Watch him attach right hand right to his breastplate there. And watch as he shoots that hand too. Keeps his head out of it. Kind of oversets there. Watch, see how he's got his feet just in front of him a little bit, but watch him hop back. See how he's fighting there. The guy's got his hands in his under his chin. Here the Ravens pull Bozeman, and McCary's got to get way over and pick up the 3 tech. Marshall's got to get over and get this 1. He ends up getting sort of the DJ Fluker technique because that guy turns. But it does take, my point is the quickness off the ball, and then that lateral quickness to come over and make that cutoff block or that down block or whatever that turned out to be there. He'll a lot of times be tasked with a combination and then a climb. I'm not sure what his assignment is here because it's a really half-hearted kind of stopping of his feet or a half-hearted attempt to get anything on 91 coming across, and then he doesn't get on the second level. So I'm not sure what he's coached to do here at all. Watch what happens. Once he gets off that combination, if in fact that's what he was called to do. I'm not sure if he's supposed to just do a zone climb here or if they want him to combine and then get up there. I'm just not sure. Just not sure what he's doing. But the 3 tech comes across and strips this football. His best plays are these drive blocks where he's trying to get underhooks in right here. And he has some success. You can see this hand is high, but his inside arm successful, and he's getting a good drive here and good movement off the line of scrimmage. Really cool play here on this boot and backside screen. You see him do a good job, kind of as the rat killer, as they say, kind of tracking this 1 down and making sure he cleans him up.